I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network. Well, if Joe Rogan isn't careful, he's going to piss off the radical progressives yet again, like he did involving COVID, like he did when he triggered everybody on Twitter and their red eyes activated and they decided to put out his N-word greatest hits compilation with absolutely no context, making Joe Rogan look like a racist. Joe Rogan, I think, has gotten a major, massive wake-up call in the last 12 months with what's going on in society. Of course, Joe Rogan has a massive reach here on YouTube, on Spotify. Over 200 million people a month consume Joe Rogan, which is far and away more than any media outlet combined. All of them. Yeah, take the L, mainstream media and non-mainstream media. Take the L when it comes to Joe Rogan. Well, I think, in my opinion anyway, I believe it's important that people that were liberals or thought they were classic liberals have gotten this massive slap in the face. Joe Rogan, Bill Maher, guys like that. And Joe Rogan is calling them out again. He's calling them out over Antifa. He's calling them out over censorship. He's like, what the fuck happened to liberals? Well, you know, I hate to break it to you, Joe, but some of us kind of knew this. But it's good, and with his reach, it's important that people like this are saying things just like this. Joe Rogan slams current liberals who are now wanting censorship, people that are intolerant to other people's ideas. The problem is we can no longer sit down and have a conversation and not talk about politics. It's weird. You know, I grew up where the old saying, don't talk to people about religion and politics. And everybody stayed real friendly back in those days. Wow, how times have changed. Joe Rogan said that what it means to be liberal has changed, arguing that the term had become all about people wanting censorship, people that are intolerant to other people's ideas. During the Joe Rogan Experience podcast on Tuesday, Rogan spoke to his guest, MMA fighter Jake Shields. I like the hell out of Jake Shields. He's a badass. And Rogan definitely sounded like he was unsure exactly what group he belonged in anymore because he said he had identified his whole life as a liberal. Yeah, moderate liberals, you've got no home right now, really and truly. You're going to have to vote right, whether you like it or not, if you want anything that resembles moderacy and not lunacy. Let's be real. He explained that being a liberal now means thinking, quote, it's fine to insult people and to be, like, really aggressive to them. Shields agreed, said the current liberals have turned really weird. Some of them have turned downright sick, let's be real. He explains he doesn't consider himself a conservative still, but instead an independent because he said these parties, they do things he just can't associate with. They seem a lot more intolerant, Shields says. Let us note this is something that I think Trump had figured out. Did you notice that Trump was willing to reach out to anybody he had to, regardless of political aspirations or political affiliations or the entertainment world? He would reach out to anybody if he felt like it could help him get a job done, get things going, get things worked out. We're really missing that right now, by the way. I thought things were supposed to get a lot more friendlier. Joe Biden didn't get the memo, even though he's the one that said it. I'm sure he's already forgotten he said it. They seem a lot more intolerant, Shields said. My parents were hippies, Joe Rogan explained. It's like there's a difference between what liberal meant then and what it includes now. Absolutely, Joe. It includes now people that want military action. It includes now people that want censorship. It includes now people that are intolerant to other people's ideas. And people that think it's fine to insult people, be really aggressive and shitty to people online. Shields interjected and said they appear to believe it was unacceptable or it was acceptable to physically attack a person too. He said he first started following politics after a visit to Berkeley, California, recalling that Antifa was there beating up people over a speech. Wow. Rogan said during former President Trump's time in office, Antifa and militant activists were, quote, tolerated by the people on the left, and added that at times they seemed to be the thug branch of the left. Wow. There you go. Later in the show, the host swung back around to the topic and pointed out another crazy thing that lefties wanted. Quote, defunding the police. Rogan referred to calls to defund the police as something, quote, white liberals thought was cute to say. That's a fact. You remember all those white liberals in the streets being hauled around by chains on dog collars? Nah. That's the thing too, right? All this defund the police thing, noting the rise in crime. That was one of the weird things about lefties, is that all of a sudden they wanted to defund the police. I was like, what are you talking about? And there was also a lot of white liberals that thought it was cute to say. He added after his guest said it was Black Lives Matter that was really pushing the narrative. They wanted to say defund the police. Absolutely. And it became a very dangerous situation. Now we're finding out the fallout, especially in black communities involving Black Lives Matter. Crime has skyrocketed. Those numbers came out the other day. And look, some people are calling Black Lives Matter out for it right now. Yeah, guys like Joe Rogan are standing there and they're looking around going, I've got no party, especially my old party. They have gone off their rocker, off the edge. He called out white liberals. This is something that Malcolm X talked about years ago, warning black people about the dangers of white social justice warriors. I mean, that has always been a thing that even somebody like Malcolm X could see coming 40 years, 50 years away. And here we are. We saw them out there in the streets with their red hair and their pink hair and their purple hair leading the crusade. Why? Because they've been sent through liberal universities and poisoned by their socialist professors. Just keeping it real there. Okay, and it's ruined the Democratic Party. There is no classic liberal left. Now, in the actual community, actually out among people, yeah, there's plenty of moderate Democrats in the middle left. Absolutely. That's a thing. But you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice. Lunatic, progressive, radical left, vote, or you're going to have to vote right if you just want some normalcy, period. Just some middle ground. Oh, you don't want to defund the police? That's not a good idea. You're going to have to vote right. Sorry. Don't want your little kids to be called racist in schools? You're going to have to vote right. And that's exactly the kind of thing that Joe Rogan's calling out right now. You look around, you're like, what? Defund the what? Are you nuts? We defund the police? Give the police a damn raise at this point. Really and truly, come on. That's exactly the kind of thing he's speaking out against right now. Lunatics. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.